Hey, family, welcome to another episode of Soulful Conversations with Frank, and
Sheila Battle.
we are back.
Hey, family. I did miss y'all. I did. But he was doing such a good job by himself. He was doing such a good job.
Trying.
He was doing such a good job.
Anyway, glad to have you back.
Thanks, babe.
All right. So we were having a conversation over dinner, and Sheila came up with something very interesting that she wants to talk about. What's the what's the topic?
Why are you laughing?
Tell us what the topic is.
Wait, can we give it some context first before I
Here
say
comes the
anything?
context.
So the context is that we were blessed and fortunate to just do an amazing session with 100 plus couples. And there were some really good questions that we received. And then there were some really good questions that came up during that day. And so while we were having dinner, I was thinking about those questions and we were talking about some things. And I said, no, he said we should do a podcast. And I said we should do it on sex. We should talk about sex.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Hey. So I said, and this is an issue, right? Because men talk to us about this and women talk to us about
That's
this
true.
too.
That's true.
The issue of initiating, that men always question, well, what do I have to do to get my wife to initiate? She just doesn't initiate. It's always me, right? And so immediately, based on our experience and the soulful conversations that we have with women, quickly I could come up with 3 reasons.
She was like, bloop, bloop, bloop.
Or 3 ways that you can inspire your partner to initiate sex.
So that's what we're going with, family. It's titled 3 Ways to
get your
inspire your partner to initiate sex.
Yes. And we just said that 2 different ways, but it's okay.
Yeah.
We're going to work it out. It's going to be all right in the thumbnail. 3 ways to inspire your partner to initiate sex. Number 1 is remember that foreplay does not start in the bedroom. So I'm going to say fellas, but I'm not just talking to the fellas. So fellas, the act can't begin 5 minutes before you want to start.
Is that all the time?
No, because sometimes hot, passionate, spontaneous sex is in order.
Okay.
And it's fabulous.
Okay.
You're making me a little warm thinking about that. Okay. But for the most part, and this is all like, we're not saying that any of these are absolutes. We're saying that these tips are based on conversations that we've had, and things that we've heard men and women say about this particular topic.
Okay.
So, this idea around foreplay, we know women who are affectionate. We know women who are like, let's just get down with the get down. You ain't got to do all that. But for the most part, there has to be, or there should be, some act of intimacy, whether that be affection, whether that be a soulful conversation, whether that be a back rub, like something. Like, it's not always immediate for women to be turned on. And as women age, depending on which season of perimenopause and menopause and postmenopause you're in, it's just not as easy for your get up and go to get up and go,
Right.
Yeah. So if you can just remember that this amazing, beautiful, God-ordained act doesn't start 5 minutes before it starts, then you can start thinking about and talking to your partner about, what turns you on. Because sometimes what turned your partner on in the beginning of the relationship, that don't work no more.
Yeah.
That ain't it no more. Sugar, you got to go ask her. You got to talk to her. You got to talk to him. And you got to ask, you know.
Mhm. So okay, so we're talking about conversations. So we were in a circle of a conversation some time ago where let's set a scene. You're
Picture it, Sicily,
picture Sicily
1921. Okay.
That's for all you folks who
The Golden
watch the
Girls.
Golden
Okay.
Girls. Anyway,
It's
usually
been a
it's me
long
doing that.
time.
Now
It's
she's
been a long
doing
time 'cause I'm tired.
see, okay, I got it. I'm back.
Okay,
You
come
know,
on back.
Dinkaloba. Hey.
Hey.
So you're in the say you have a couple in the kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the partners rubs the lower part of their back.
Her booty.
No, the lower, right above the booty.
Okay. Lower back. Okay.
And that's the signal for let's get it on. But then the person figures that ain't no signal for let's get it on. So
Like, it's a signal for who? So here's the thing.
So I'm bringing it up because you know how sometimes people think when you say it begins outside of the bedroom.
Yeah.
Someone could think that gentle stroke across the upper back a couple of times while your partner's cooking is the magic touch.
It's not one thing, babe. Like, I hope nobody is thinking that. So listen, family.
I'm giving examples.
I'm trying to keep this video short. The point of it is.
What's the point?
The point of it is that there are things and ways to attract sexually your partner that go beyond the 5 minutes before everybody is naked.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point.
I
so
hear
whatever
you.
those things are, whether it's the stroke of the back, whether it's the hug from behind, whether it's the playing with each other's fingers or rubbing the feet, whatever it is, the idea is that intimacy, this physical part of our intimate relationship, starts before we're in the bedroom or whatever room it is that you do what you do in, because y'all empty nesters is buck wild. Are buck wild.
I hear you.
Y'all all over the place.
I hear you. I was just only trying to help.
Yeah. No, we don't want to
have the issue with their
that one stroke across her back
touching.
ain't the signal. And or if you want that to be the signal, then communicate that.
There you go.
Then
That's where I
like,
want us to land.
Okay, because you want us to always talk about communication.
Because it's important.
It is.
Y'all don't talk.
Isn't. You can't say that to the people.
Y'all didn't listen to Tevin Campbell.
See, it's been a long time, and this is how it's going on.
You shouldn't have left me.
I didn't leave you. Number 2, because we need to move on, family. We need to move on. So what are we talking about, family? We're talking about 3 ways to inspire your partner to initiate sex. The first one was, remember that foreplay doesn't start in the bedroom. Mm-hmm. Okay. The second one is listening is the new sexy.
Yes.
Do you know how to listen?
Yeah.
You know how folks say, I know you heard me, but were you listening?
Mm-hmm.
Listening implies understanding.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you hear somebody, then you can just repeat back what they said. Mm-hmm. I heard you. I can rewind and play back what you said. But if I'm listening, I'm adding a dimension of comprehension to what you said.
Right.
So that it's really communication and not just you talking at me.
So then when you listen, then you repeat that back.
And then you follow it up with an action.
You follow it up with an action.
Then that's listening.
That's when it gets sexy.
That's sexy, babe.
That's sexy.
Listening is the new sexy. The other thing is with that, if your significant other is sharing their heart with you, put your phone down.
Oh my God.
Turn toward them. Turn towards them. You know, look at them. Look at them.
I'm sorry. I just had a tell your neighbor moment. I'm sorry.
Look at them when they're talking to you.
Yeah.
Don't allow your partner to be sharing their heart with you and you are otherwise distracted. You're together but distracted.
Right.
And I don't mean every time your significant other says something that you have to do all of these things. But what I am saying is when they're sharing their heart, when you know that the conversation has shifted from them just telling you about their day,
right,
to them telling you how their day affected them.
Mhm.
That's the difference, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, you want to put your phone down. You want to say, okay, babe, what's going on? You know,
Mhm.
and it's not so much about you trying to fix or advise or counsel or anything like that. It's the art of listening. It's I'm here. I'm in this present moment with you. And so much so that if I'm away from you and there is a similar situation that I see, it's going to remind me of what you said. And maybe it'll change my behavior. It'll change how I'm moving in a space. But also, the listening comes in when it's things like, oh, I got in the car again this morning and didn't have no gas.
Mhm.
Or, oh my goodness, I spilled rice all over the back of my car from the grocery store. Like it's the listening. The listening says, let me go run and take her car and put some gas in and vacuum it out. And I'm not saying that only men do that. Please, I know we talk about rights, roles, and responsibilities, and I'm not saying that that is only the role or responsibility of a man. What I am saying is this is an example. It's just an example of how listening differs from just hearing.
Good
And that
point.
listening is sexy. When a woman,
Good point.
when some women feel like they have been heard,
Yeah.
it offers such a release
Mhm.
and such a relief.
Mhm.
It's kind of sexy.
Mhm.
It's kind of sexy. Like, oh, he was
I
listening.
can,
He was
yeah,
listening.
I can jive with
Let me
that.
go ahead and rub up against him real quick. Okay.
I hear you.
So, number 3.
She done dropped the phone,
I done
y'all.
put the phone down.
I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna let y'all
Family.
know.
Okay, family. I want us to come on closer to the camera. Come on closer.
Or if you're listening,
Or if you're
podcast.
listening, tune your ear in, honey. I want you to stop what you're doing and listen to Auntie, okay? This one is about your physicality. We did a session several years back, and in the session, we split off. So Frank was with the wives and I was with the husbands. And one of the things that I shared with the husbands that keeps coming up is be kissable everywhere you want to be kissed. Sometimes your significant other does not initiate sex because you have not taken care of your physical self in the best way that you could. So, what does that look like, family? It looks like fresh breath will get you kisses. Fresh breath will get you FaceTime. Fresh breath will get things started in the right direction, right? Listen to Auntie. Come on close again. Come on close again. Okay. Women do all kinds of painful, sacrificial acts to ensure that all of our pieces and parts are smooth and hairless and sweetly scented. The fellas can do the same. Now, I don't know if the gentlemen who are listening to us know what a Brazilian is, and I'm just going to use this one as an example. A Brazilian is a spa treatment. They trick you into thinking it's a spa treatment, but don't nothing feel good about it. Where they use wax to remove unwanted hair anywhere on your body that you don't want it, specifically your lady parts. Okay? That specifically is the Brazilian. It's your lady parts. It's hot wax and it's tape. And they smear hot wax on you and then they rip it off. Okay. Fellas, I'm not asking you to go do that. But I am saying that if there is a place on your body where you want some sensual attention, then tend to that place on your body in a way that makes it sensual.
Keep it clean.
Keep it clean, keep it smelling good, keep everything packed and tight the way it's supposed to be, because I have spoken to many women who say, oh, my husband wants me to do X in bed, or my husband wants me to do Y in bed, or my lover would really, really like it if I did blah, blah, blah. But the reason I don't, or the reason I can't, or the reason why it's not comfortable for me is because it's a wild forest growing. Things don't smell well. People are not taking care of their skin and all of that the way that they are supposed to. And so we just want to drop that on you. And this is just a simple way that you can remember it. Be kissable everywhere that you want to be kissed. Handle your business, family. Handle your business.
See, I went through that and I didn't say anything crazy.
You did not, and I know that as soon as you turn this camera off, it's coming out your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I know it, but okay.
But
so
I just want to translate it. Don't stink.
I'm not going to respond to that. Okay. 3 ways to inspire your partner to initiate sex. Remember that foreplay. Number 1 was remember that foreplay doesn't start in the bedroom, because it really doesn't, family. Number 2, remember that listening is the new sexy. And number 3, take care of yourselves, family. Take care of your physical bodies, all of your sensual parts, and ensure that you are kissable everywhere that you want to be kissed.
So that's it.
That's it, family.
I'm behaving. That's it.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much,
I know.
sir.
There's a lot I could say.
But you're not going to say it. Hallelujah.
But I'm not gonna say
Thank you, Jesus. Okay.
I told you I would behave.
All right, family.
Well, it was good to have you back.
Thank you, babe. It was nice to be back. We're going to do better. We're going to do better. I know I say that all the time.
She says that all the time. It was good to have you back, and then you come back with sex. I thought that was pretty groovy. So we want to thank. Sex. Yeah, you came back with sex. So that's
it's been a hot topic. It's been a hot topic.
It has.
We're going to go back through some of the other questions, but this was a good place to come back and to reunite with all of you.
And if you have a topic or a question, you can. Our email address is soulfulconvos@gmail.com, or you can DM us on social media. DM nice DMs,
Please.
Not no craziness,
Please.
Because we will block you.
Stop it.
So,
oh my gosh.
So, but if you do have topics, seriously, just let us know. And hey, if you're bold enough, you want to comment below, please do that. We want to thank each and every one of you for watching on YouTube and listening on your favorite podcast app. What was that?
And if you want us to wear your swag on the podcast, hit us up. This one is Niecy, Me Versus Me. She's right here in the beautiful city of Richmond, Virginia. She has amazing swag. All of it is Me Versus Me.
Me versus me.
Me versus me. My only competition. What does it say? Only in competition with myself. We love her.
So that's it. Thank you, Niecy.
Yes, thank you, Niecy, for the shirts. We love you, honey.
We love each and every one of you, and we thank you for listening and watching another episode of Soulful Conversations with Frank and
Sheila Battle.
We will talk to y'all soon.
Take care, family, and be well.
Stay soulful.
Bye-bye.